Making money online isn't a myth, it's a treasure chest waiting to be unlocked. Hi, my name is Juliet Peter, and I'm here to share with you my most precious secrets on digital marketing. And I've spent 5 years learning digital marketing, social media management, photography, PR, and so much more. So, this is me sharing with you all the knowledge you need to unlock your digital profit vault. Now, the issue isn't making money online. The issue is that a lot of people do not have access to the right information. And this is where I come in, as I'll be handing you the key to unlocking your digital profit vault. So I'll be sharing with you the foundation to unlocking online success. The first thing you need to understand is that I know it sounds like everybody is saying this, but consistency is key. Now, it's not just being consistent and posting randomly. You need to have clarity and purpose. You need to do your basic research. You need to plan ahead of time. Now, what this means is, because you want to be consistent does not mean you just wake up one morning and say, oh, because I want to be consistent, I'm going to shoot today. No, you take your time before the day of the shoot, you plan your content, you decide what you want to shoot, what the topic is, and this will help you to properly execute what you want to do. So strategy saves you from burnout. Strategy saves you from impromptu mistakes and things that could have been avoided. So when you have a clear strategy on what you want to do or what you want to help your clients achieve, this will help you to stick to your goals. Now, I'll be explaining how to start social media management and how to, get into the digital marketing space. Firstly, you don't need the most expensive gear. You don't need the best of everything. You just have to have a clear purpose of what you want to achieve and how you want to start. Now, even if you don't have a portfolio, even though a portfolio is very important and is needed, you can start creating a portfolio through your own personal brand. Now, what I mean by that is you create your own content, you practice with your own editing, you download the right softwares. There are a lot of these free apps these days. There's InShot, there's Filmora. Even though CapCut you have to pay now, but if you have the money, you can pay. But there are also, existing pages on the internet where you can even do group paid, payment. Like Design Pro, they offer monthly packages where you pay just 3,000 Naira to access CapCut for free for that month. So this is me giving a shout out to Design Pro. You need to pay me for that. You also have, a bunch of other brands that do the same thing. So literally, you do not have any excuse anymore as to why you do not have a portfolio, because for a brand to take you seriously, they want to see what you've done presently or in the past. So practice, give yourself targets and just create a portfolio that you can show to people or to brands that you approach. Another way to get clients is by reaching out to them. When you're new and you're starting out, these clients do not know you, so they are not necessarily going to approach you. So you approach them, reach out to them, give them your services. You can, tell them you'll do something for them for free. And when they see the quality of your work, depending on how much you charge, they can decide to retain you. It could be a retainer or, it could be contract-based, monthly, or whatever you decide to do with them. So this is another way to branch into social media management. Now, another thing I want to explain is a lot of people think that social media management is just about posting. It's not just about posting. There are people that just look for people that will be posting for them. No, that is not what social media management is about. You need to be very, very good with your communication skills. You need to have basic knowledge of copywriting. You need to also have basic editing skills, and communication skills, and so much more. If possible, I feel like social media management and customer service even plays a major role, because when you're handling accounts for people, sometimes you have to respond to DMs, comments, and so much more. So you have to learn all of these things if you do not already have this. Now, the importance of digital marketing in this day and age cannot be overemphasized, because we live in a country like Nigeria where a lot of people do not have access to jobs, right? And a lot of people want to make money online or learn things online. And, sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and the rest, they don't pick Nigerians, sadly. You spend even money to buy connect on Upwork. After you use your own money to apply, and after applying, you don't even end up getting the job. So you wasted your money and you're probably paying in dollar. So with that being said, you can start your own thing here in Nigeria on your own by properly positioning yourself. learning the right skill and approaching the right clients. With this, you'll be able to achieve your goals in digital marketing. So I also like to add this: you do not need to be a comedian or make skits, or necessarily like make a fool of yourself on social media because you want to get traction or visibility, or you feel like you want to blow, quote unquote. I feel like you need to do what is unique to you, stick to your own personal brand, and just create a brand that aligns with who you are and your personality. With that being said, I feel like if you're a comedian or that's your field, then that's perfectly okay. But I feel like a country like Nigeria, the things that make waves on social media are always when you put yourself in, funny situations, or just put yourself in, a very funny light, and that's the one that makes waves. But you can do that from time to time to maybe get some type of traction. But if you're trying to build a genuine brand that is going to last over the space of time, then I feel like you should be genuine to yourself, and you should also have a sense of normalcy and decency in what you do. So let me quickly explain what it means to how you like the concept of making money online. I feel like the first thing you need to do when you want to start making money online is understanding that mindset plays a very big role. And what do I mean by this? You need to completely change your mindset from, limiting beliefs and thinking, oh, everything online is a scam, and I can't, what do you mean? I can't make money from that. How is that going to happen? Why will somebody just pay me? Somebody that doesn't know me? Things like that. When you have that kind of mindset, it's already even going to push away the people that maybe might have even, come to you, or it's going to niche you. So the first thing you need to do is have a positive mindset, have a growth mindset, have a mindset that attracts possibilities and opportunities. That way, when you are trying to sell something, when you're trying to convince a client, when you're trying to, make certain moves, you would know that you are open to possibilities, or you're open to making money. So yeah, mindset plays a huge role. Okay, so I'll be speaking briefly on digital products, right? So digital products are products that you sell online. They are not physical, but people buy them and have access to them. There are different types of digital products. It can be an ebook, it can be a course, it can be videos, it can be anything. If you have a physical business, physically, you can also leverage on this to create a digital product. So let's say I own a restaurant, right? I can decide to create an ebook or a course on how to run a restaurant, and then sell this online to people that have restaurants or people that want to go into that field. It could be photography. You can decide to teach people on how to do these things and sell your services. You can also randomly do physical courses if you want to do that. But for those that are not ready or do not want to, do physical courses, you can now lean into digital products. With digital products, they have sites like Seller and a lot more where you can upload your courses and sell them. But I'll be properly explaining that with a separate video where I would be showing you how to update your seller and, practical ways as to how you can create a digital product here in Nigeria. And on Seller, they pay you directly into your bank account. So there's nothing to be worried about as to, how would you get your money? And from this, you can also now link to affiliate marketing, where you have other people that can resell your course for you. So yeah, that is another way to make money online.